The North American stock markets have been quite strong this past year, especially the markets that are in the US. And I think investors, more so than ever, are wondering, why haven't their investments moved up as much as some of the markets in the US? Investors need to understand what is the makeup of these markets and these indices. There are three major markets or indices in the US and one here in Canada, the Toronto Stock Exchange. Here in Canada, the Toronto Stock Exchange is made up primarily of banks, gold, and oil companies. In the US, the Dow, as they call it, is made up of 30 different stocks, only 30. The NASDAQ, primarily technology stocks. And the S&P 500, the biggest index, the one that we probably compare most portfolios to, especially if you live in the US, is made up of 500 different companies. But it's been the tech sector that has really driven the bus this past year. Many individual investors compare their portfolios on any given day to the Toronto stock market, or the Dow Industrial Average, or the Dow as they call it. And sometimes I think that is very difficult because, for example, on the Dow, you could have a day where the Dow Jones moves up 200-300 points, and it's just 2 or 3 stocks that make up the majority of that move. Or you could have the TSX, where oil and gold stocks move higher, but bank stocks don't, and you're an individual investor that owns bank stocks, and you don't share in the profitability or the gains of the Toronto stock market that day. So it is very difficult to just compare your portfolio on one day to what you see on TV or what you hear on the radio, how the market did that day. Because everybody hopefully has a nice diversified portfolio that will be diversified in many areas. They own a lot more than just a few different sectors. And that is why I think it is very difficult to compare your portfolio to the portfolios or to the index themselves. If you like what you just heard, please subscribe to my channel. If you want more information about the Allan Small Financial Group or investment information, please go to AllanSmall.com.